Hi, I'm Dave Oxford from Slick in the UK. We need to publicise solar cookers. So where can we get good pictures of solar cookers to help us do this? We could just take pictures from the World Wide Web, but in 2014 Stuart McLachlan did some research cooking cans of chickpeas, but he forgot to take pictures of the chickpeas. So he found a picture on the web and just used that. 5 weeks later, Slick got a letter from a solicitor demanding several £100s. In 2016, at the first CONSOLFOOD meeting, there was a logo on every poster and every slide. After the conference, some of us spent a long time trying to delete that logo from all of the conference documents. How do lawyers know that you've used a picture from the World Wide Web? Well, they use a web crawler like TinEye. I'll show you. Here's a picture I took in 2015. If I put that picture into TinEye, it makes a list of all the web addresses where it has been used. Here is part of that list. If you use pictures from the web, it's easy to find you, so probably don't. You could pay for pictures using media companies like Getty Images and Shutterstock, or you can get them free from these two websites. If you pay, do you get better photos? Here's my assessment. First row. Notice that I have not gone through all 8,000 pictures on the Fandom Wiki. You have all seen the Fandom website and the pictures are usually very good. Look there first. Second row, notice that the percentage of good photos is not better on the pay sites. What makes a good picture is entirely subjective. I decided that good pictures did not have poor lighting or confusing backgrounds or a poor choice of viewpoint. Here are a couple of photographs that I think are good. They tell us something useful. On the left, one of Bernie's photos, it tells us about 3 stone fires. They aren't always smoky, you can cook a lot of food on them, and you don't need to cut up your wood. On the right, a picture from Michael. It shows us that shallow parabolic reflectors put an intense spot of heat on the bottom of cookware. It's easy to burn food with them. Back to this chart. All the other rows. Notice that the two pay sites have many more pictures of parabolic cookers and no pictures of tube cookers or Fresnel cookers. There is less choice if you pay. What about copyright, the permission to use the photos? On the pay sites, you pay for the right to use the picture. On Wikimedia Commons, there are 3 types of free license. The simplest is public domain. With this license, the user can use the picture without any restrictions. They don't even have to say who created it. The CC BY license requires the user to name the creator of the picture each time they use it. The user can use the picture in any way they want. For example, they could change it or use it inside another picture. A CC BY SA license limits the way the picture is used. If it is changed, the new user must use the picture under exactly the same license again. On the SCI Fandom Wiki, the pictures also have a variety of licenses, but the default is CC BY SA. The pictures have licenses displayed with them. We want all of you to make your best pictures available for others to use. The best place to do this is on Wikimedia Commons. If you decide to do this, you'll need to create an account, use the upload file link to take you to the upload wizard, and from then on it's simple. We hope you will choose the CC0 license. This would mean anyone can download the picture and use it however they want. So please find your best pictures, get them out there so that we can make it easier for people to think and talk about solar cooking. Now, Luther will show you how he archives pictures of the solar cookers in his collection. Luther.
As Dave has detailed, our promotion of solar cooking at any level is hampered by a dearth of good information on the web, with the growth in artificial intelligence scraping web sources for information. It is increasingly clear that the old garbage in, garbage out principle of computer programming still holds true. All too often, bad photographs or pictures of devices that are not solar cookers show up in web searches or are posted on social media without questioning their veracity. At least one solar cookbook is being sold with no evidence of human intervention in its composition. Thus, we need to increase the volume of quality photographs, videos, and articles that depict real solar cookers, ideally cookers with food cooking away. A picture is worth 1,000 words. I have been growing my collection of solar cookers for 20 years, but I haven't been taking pictures of them for purposes other than my own records. So I'll be routinely gathering the photos I have and taking more as I put together a virtual archive for the museum. Many solar cooks take videos of their cookers in action. Others snap pictures when they think of it. I have found one way I can catch up and start posting good pictures to Wikimedia and other web archives that allow others to use them without charge, and with simple screen grab software, saving them for upload to Wikimedia.
Shadow, fun. Shadow, shadow, fun.
Here are brief instructions for doing this yourself. From videos you too may have been saving. Until you see the angle that you want, stop it. Hit print screen. And in the print screen for most computers, it will assume you want a photograph. Take this cursor and get the picture that you want. It's now saved to the clipboard, and export it back to a JPEG, and it should be roughly the same resolution. Alternatively, you can select the portion you want after pausing it. That is now saved to the clipboard, and you can paste it into an email, PowerPoint, Word document, whatever you like. And there. Regarding contributions to this effort, here's what the museum is up to. For 20 years, I've been collecting solar cookers, but for 15 of those years, it's been on the order of philately, like stamp collecting. For the past 5 years, it's been clear that I can't hide my collection anymore. Along with a concerted effort to find a destination venue for my 90 cookers, I've started to take as many pictures of each cooker to build my own online portfolio on Wikimedia Commons. I note the inspiration for this is many of you who have been doggedly posting your own solar cooking efforts through social media, but also must give credit to Carl Wagner, whose solarmuseum.org is a phenomenal effort. Carl has been collecting solar energy devices, almost exclusively photovoltaic devices, for 20 years. The earliest item in his collection was manufactured in 1932. He's also been painstakingly shooting dozens of photographs to document the intricacies of these PV artifacts, their origins, uses, and histories. Carl has over 1,000 items in his collection. I have only 90, so it shouldn't be too long to catch up. Along with my own pictorial record, I hope they may also be displayed on Carl's Museum of Solar Energy. While I continue to seek out rare cookers that were in limited production, I really seek your contribution to the growing need for good photographs of real solar cookers. We may be fighting an uphill battle, but we need the both necessary and sufficient volume of genuine solar cooker photos online. This will give all of you an option for sharing your photos without fear of lawsuits, as Dave has advised, but it will also inform the growing and often disorganized scrape of solar cooking information that is rapidly distracting from our message. Help us help you. Start posting your photos on the listed web archives, which will protect your product while allowing the growing community of solar cooks to expand their resources for promoting solar cooking. Thank you.